we have come to part 2 of my ranking new palettes in my collection that I've acquired, and just to let me know where I would place these at. Again, I preface this by saying it has nothing to do with who gave it to me, how I acquired it, where I bought it from, quality, blendability, issues like that. It just has to come down to 1, did I really enjoy the palette as a whole? 2, was I really excited to use the palette? 3, did I was able to create, enough different looks out of them? And do I see myself using the palette again? Of course, I'm going to use all these again. I'm not going to just neglect it because I didn't really like it. But just as a general whole of its in itself, that's kind of how I rate these palettes. We'll go ahead and start off with positioning number 5, because I've, like I mentioned in part 1, acquired 20 palettes in the past 2 years, which is insane to me. I didn't think that's a number until I started counting, and I'm like, okay, here we are. So one goes to my Shroud Cosmetics with Beaut Bean or Betty Jean here on YouTube. Her collaboration. This is the first palette she came out with alongside with Shroud. It's a freaking Bats palette. Now this one I did receive from DW as well, and this was a palette that it really interested me when I saw it. It was just so different. It was so unexpected. I didn't think that this color story, would intrigue me, but with the murkiness and the deep tones and like the uniqueness of this, it called to me. This one is in top 5, like I said, not because of formula, not because of quality. It's mainly just 9-pan palettes are okay to me. I just feel like you're limited to the scope of what you can create. And I did, like some of the looks that came out of it, but not enough to really say that I really enjoyed it. I did enjoy trying Shroud for the first time. I don't know if they're still around. I think they are. But yeah, these are just murky tones. I like the grungy, like dirty, sort of like baby poo sort of green color. This shade I definitely had struggled blending a little bit. I think maybe it's just my eyes at the time were just acting up. So I don't know. I'm definitely going to try more of this palette. But yeah, it's just as a whole, this palette, I was excited. I'm thankful for the palette, don't get me wrong. But it's just, there's only so much I could create out of this. There's only so much I could do. I could definitely, there's 4 looks that definitely came out of this that were all very different. But I see, kind of pulling in maybe like 2 shades, 3 shades out of here to mix in with my other palettes. But in spot number 4 is going to the Clarity Cosmetics Safari palette. This one I have to be careful on opening, so I will probably just insert a picture of what the inside looks like, because there's a shade here in this, I think it's this corner or this corner, that's for some reason shattered. I don't know, it's spilling everywhere and it's making a mess. So I don't want to open it. This palette was gifted to me by It's Just Steph here on YouTube and on Instagram. My first time trying Clarity. This palette is in 4th place just because it's the same issues with the previous one. 9 pans I can only do so much with. The color story is just, to me, it just doesn't match. Like, it's confusing for me. I don't know where to start. I don't know, like, kind of what to pair with what. Some of the colors just don't make sense to pair together. It's an interesting color story. I had no issues with quality, with blendability. The shimmers definitely show up. They are beautiful. Pigmentation was nice. I had no troubles in all of those aspects. Did manage to create 4 full looks out of this, which is shocking to me given the trouble that I had. But yeah, I just definitely as a whole doesn't make sense, but picking and choosing certain shades out of this to pair with other colors is probably where I would use this more. And in spot number 3 has to go to the ColourPop and the Hocus Pocus collection. This is the very first collab from Hocus Pocus, and this is the Gather Around Sisters palette. This one I had bought secondhand on Mercari for $5. I always say it because I'm shocked every single time, and I'm like, I don't know how I managed that, because everyone else wanted to sell it for $20, $30, $40, $50 even. But this one is in 3rd place because while I absolutely love the movie, I love the palette art, I love, they did phenomenal on this. I think this is probably their best out of the entire Hocus Pocus palettes that they've done. It's just, for me, there's just not enough versatility. And you can definitely go every day with some of these browns. You can definitely kind of tone it up with a little bit of color with the berry shades, some purples, and then make it green. You can do a neutral with a pop of purple, a neutral with a pop of the cranberry plum, or with the green and as a whole too, it is very representative of the movie. I find that all of these colors are I associate with the movie itself. It's just, as a whole, I don't create a lot of differentiality in here. I feel like these 2 colors are kind of very close. in tones and, you know, similar. This shimmer looks to be a little bit more reddish, and I think I would have liked this to turn out maybe a little bit more red than it is, like sort of purplish leaning. This one, the Brew Potion here, that's pressed glitter, I don't really use it because that one, when I had received it, it smelled like crayons, and I was like, I think that's expired. I don't dabble into that one. I don't touch it because I don't want to ruin my eyes. But I mean, I do enjoy this palette. I do enjoy using it. It's just, for me, I can't really create a whole lot. I think there's about, it's a handful of looks. In spot number 2, it's shocking, I know, it's the Fantasy Cosmetica Rogue palette. This is another one that I had bought off of Steph. It's just Steph as well. This is my first time trying Fantasy Cosmetica, and I am so impressed that I want to try more. I'm definitely eyeing some more of their palettes. And this one is a 9-pan palette. This one is heavy of blues and purples, and then like occasional like couple greens. But this palette is so good. I know I can only create so much out of this. I can only handle so much of this color story or these tones and these colors, but I really, really enjoyed using this palette. Every single time I picked it up, I was so excited to create a look. I was so excited to dig into the multi-chromes in here. Like you can see within the mirror, like they just shift in such like gorgeous ways, and they're so pretty. And they're so intense on the eyes. They show up. No help needed. The mattes blend so easily. You definitely have to build up some of these like lighter pastel-y, softer tones, but it's just, this palette I enjoyed. Every single time I create a look, I was like, oh, that is why I like you so much. Spot number 1 goes to my ColourPop and Bratz palette. Now, this one's not a number 1 place because of Bratz, and because I've loved Bratz ever since I was little. I have dolls of them, I played with them, I played the games, I watched the movies, and I still own some of the movies and games and a collector's doll. Has nothing to do with any of that. This palette. Versatility on this doesn't seem like much. Doesn't seem like you can create a whole lot, but you can. This one, you can definitely go every day with some of these browns. You can make a pop of color with like the blue, the pinks, the purples. You create a fun, unexpected look with this like light color, like purple, and this sort of like purplish, plummy sort of color. You definitely bring it up. It's got different textures, different shades. You have just like so much fun variety in this. You can much go so many different looks with this. Like, you're not limited to just a couple of looks. Like, you can go crazy Bratz look, you can go everyday look, you can go nighttime, you can go daytime, you can go party, you can go simple, you can go extravagant. Like, the options are definitely here, and I think that is why I put this in number 1 spot. And also too, I just really, really enjoy this palette. This one was gifted to me for Black Friday or for Christmas, I want to say 2024, by my mom, because she knew I love Bratz, and I had to get it. And that is my ranking for this part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know, what is your top palette in your collection? I know I asked this last time, but did it change from last time? Or is it still the same? Or what? Just let me know in the comments down below. I would love to chat with you there. As always, have an awesome rest of your day and your week, and I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye, guys.